Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to another first look video. In this one, we are checking out the demo for Endzone 2. Game will be entering early access later this year. So for now, we've got the demo available for the Steam Next Fest. And as you will have known by now, or if you don't know, I just recently covered Endzone 1 on my channel. That was the video from earlier this week, and now with the release of the demo for Endzone 2, we'll be checking out this one to see kind of what's changed, what's improved, yeah, have some more fun with this game, because Endzone 1 was a very promising game when we played it, and yeah, so let's jump right into it. Change my screens here. Game. They highly recommend leaving the tutorial on. There are supposedly quite some big changes between the first one and the second. Let's see what those are. Also, you will have probably noticed the audio is off. That is because my Blue Yeti is not recording this morning. Hopefully it didn't go like the old one and just suddenly die. And so I'm using my headphone mic this morning. Audio quality is probably not as good right now. Here we go.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm going to look over your shoulder while you help our settlers set up a new home.
Alright, before we do that, just to be safe, I know some little bit of lag in that settings. Let's just turn down the textures. Change will only be active after the game is restarted to graphics change to texture changes. Interesting. Oh. Turn down the other stuff then for now. Okay, so there's no real way to save the settings. That's probably why. Requires the restart with in regards to textures. And look over your shoulder while you help out our settlers set up a new home. By the way, I'm Ella. Okay, so we've got covering her face a little bit. Let me see if I can find a better spot for me on the screen. Try here for now. If I need to move again, I'll move again.
Out here in the wasteland, you'll find ruins and other interesting places. More important, however, is that we find a suitable site where we can establish a settlement.
Alright, global information. This area displays orders and warnings for this entire game map. This information is always available regardless of what you're currently looking at with the camera. Got it. Select one or more vehicles to move them with right click. Yes, but let's see. Settlers and vehicles. Settlers in one or more vehicles. Vehicle with enough water supply. Water supply settlers on the transportation. Out here in the wasteland, you'll find ruins and more interesting places, but more importantly, however, is that we find a suitable site where we can establish a settlement.
Engine running!
Okay.
At the moment, all our settlers are in the Pathfinder, and you can explore the surrounding area with them. But time is tight. When the water in the Pathfinder is used up, everyone inside will die of thirst.
What's this place? Like, what's the point of this?
Where are we going?
I have no clue, guys.
All clear.
Habitable zones. Oh, so you need to find like a zone to...
Got it?
I think I need to go back here and settle here is the idea. Oh, there's water right there. Loot run. Oh, that's what that is. Interesting. I don't have any room for wood, but we did get some more plastic from that. How do I get?
I'm at the wheel.
How do I know what's more water though? Can't tell.
All clear.
Oh wait, what's this? That's where I'm supposed to travel to? Why do the map controls seem to be off?
On my way.
Oh. Interesting. So the map's not directionally the same as my guys? I don't know. They want you to travel along the roadways though, for loot runs and such. Take some of that. Yeah, I can't take more wood.
All clear. On my way. Engine running.
Don't get it. Alright. Back to going to the mystery spot. Weird way that my guy's driving there.
We have found a new zone. Take a look at it when you get a chance. It might
Ah,
be worth it to build a new settlement on it.
okay. Properties of the currently viewed habitable area are displayed above the map, provided it has been uncovered. It's worth taking a look at this before settling. Individual pieces of information can be clicked on to jump to a respective position of the camera. So, for example, this one's got clay, tile soil, and swamplands. Finding special resources. Interesting. Okay, so the fertile lands are very close to each other. I think the thing that is honestly bothering me the most is the way the camera line up with the map. Maybe now it will. I do it like this. Why was my guy go? He was gonna go down and around instead of just up here.
Engine running.
Okay, get up here, can ya?
All clear.
Oh, I can only build it on like the edges of the zone?
On my way.
Oh, there we go. Oh wow, yeah, I can only build it on the edges. That's weird.
Let's go.
It's very different. Let's go around to that other side where my guy was wanting to drive.
Let's go.
Literally a road that circles this whole place.
On my way.
Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can make it. Got water. What we're trying to do is we're trying to head over there. This has got the starting position more centered to the zone. Otherwise, I'd have to start like right here. and build in this way. I'd rather have the more centralized position. Belly pit's just to the left there. Got a few swamp zone left as well.
Engine running. All clear.
This transfer point serves as an access point for vehicles and connects your zone with the surrounding wasteland. Look for an ascent on the perimeter of your new zone where you can place the access point.
Interesting, interesting. Do I rotate? Okay, click the mouse route. That's an interesting choice. Supposed to be going this way or the other way? Seems like it can go this way. Something like that.
You have to find a location that is supposed to become the center of the settlement. Once chosen, you won't be able to change the location again. As a result, make sure you place the town center near key resources such as water, trees, and debris remnants.
For that, I'd probably want to put it somewhere like over here. Have access to the trees right here, remnants around us. Be fairly close to this fertile land without being too far away.
First off, we have to ensure survival. We need water so that we don't die of thirst. Build a jetty by a body of water and assign enough workers that our supply is secure.
I remember that, but let's see if we can figure out. Second, we're gonna camera down just slightly. Alright, let's just cover in the resource numbers up there at the top. Alright, action menus. In the middle of the bottom edge, you'll find the actions, construction. Okay, so they changed that slightly. Building menu tutorial. Construction mode for individual buildings can be started via the construction menu. Some production builds allow you to display an overview of their production chains by clicking on the upper arrow. So you can actually look into the full production chains now, which is nice. Overview production chain. By clicking several times on the number in the bottom corner, you can focus the camera on all buildings of a type, one after the other. Okay. Jetty. So what we need is we need the yeah, like this. It's a good spot for it. That or up here. Like this. This one. Construction in progress.
The water is running out. If nothing changes, it'll be the end of us. We've got to do something.
I'm working on it.
The jetty produces water as long as workers are assigned to it. Always make sure that sufficient water is available. If the supply runs low, assign more settlers to work at the jetty. Water alone is not enough to survive.
Nope.
We need to eat, too. Build a foraging hut near trees and assign manpower to it as well.
Okay. Foraging hut. The basic resource gathering structures appear to be similar. It's good. Oh. I'll do it. Yeah, over here it's better. Direction, I guess, to me. Here. Alright, so now we're getting water supply is going up.
The foraging hut produces food as long as there are sufficient resources in its vicinity. If a region's resources are used up at some point, you can relocate the work area of a foraging hut at any time.
Okay, so
We
foraging
need building
huts can
materials to be able to build new buildings in the future too. The woodcutting lodge cuts down trees, which produces wood. If you run out of trees at some point, you can
Okay, so wood cutting next. Gonna drop that up over here. That way it's not right on top of our foraging area. Right now, that's pretty much the only big tree area around us. So you go down here, there's some more. Or down over here, there's some more. Primarily, it's just this area. Okay. Profession. So we got some more for JX now.
Awesome. Your woodcutting lodge is already producing. By the way, a production site can produce faster when it stands near a depot. Although you don't have any depots, the town center has the same effect.
Interesting.
Besides wood, the most important building material is scrap. That's what the scrapyard is for. It collects scrap that lies around.
Yeah, that we need. We use it to take down the buildings that are right next to us. Wait. Okay. That scared me. Game was like, autosave. You just freeze your game here for a minute while you're trying to put down a building. 6. Put it over. Like right here is the best spot. Taking out that building. Remember, these can be moved too, so I need to keep that in mind. Like right here. Can always move it later. Just have to keep in mind that housing near here is going to be not as desirable early on. We learned about that last time in desirability circles around these structures. Profession, we're going to add some salvagers.
Well done. On the other hand, our settlers are still sleeping out in the open. We ought to change that before we enlarge this settlement any further. Shelters provide for housing and can boost the efficiency of your production runs. Each building belongs to one of 3 settlement branches. The more buildings that stand in one settlement branch of the settlement, the more these buildings progress in that branch. This progress enables us to do research on new buildings from that branch. More about research later on.
That sounds interesting. So now there's 3 settlement branches. The more buildings that stand in one settlement branch of the settlement, or these buildings progress in that branch.
But that's not all. Production buildings that have a dwelling from the same settlement branch nearby function distinctly more effectively, too.
Ah, so there is a purpose to having at least one house near a production
If an
center.
ecological tent stands next to a jetty, then the jetty functions more effectively. In contrast, the scrapyard and woodcutting lodge profit from economic tents.
Ah. So there's 3 different types of technology branches, is what it's saying. Tutorial, the dwellings. So if we're gonna build a house, you've got jetty, which is an ecology. So if you want to build a house near there, the jetty and the forager's hut get the benefit. If I want to build one near here that would benefit the scrapyard, I do the economic tent. That over here for now. It's enough to benefit? Yep, just barely. And we'll do some social ones over here. Yeah, because we're going to build out towards the fertile land there. I like the new look for the settlements and how they work. Interesting.
As long as they have enough housing, our settlers will reproduce and have children. Children are tomorrow's manpower and can work as soon as they have grown up.
Okay.
Our settlement is thriving. Now we want to produce a new resource, plastic. Build a recycler to do that. If the scrapyard is nearby, the recycler produces faster.
Okay. The idea here is to build this near here. Got a very different way for functioning for where you should place structures and how they interact with each other. It's going to result in vastly different looking settlements, which is really cool. Really liking this.
Buildings that process resources work faster when they are located near their source. The recycler needs scrap to manufacture plastic. That's why it benefits from being near the scrapyard.
Okay. Due to health, larger settlement grows, the faster level of health decreases.
The toolmaker not only needs scrap, but wood as well. It's best when both resources are produced near him. But don't worry if you're not able to place him perfectly. Naturally, he'll attend to his work anyway.
They want a tool maker now. Which, yeah, it's not going to be a great placement for this. So I'm better off placing it by the lumber camp for now. We'll end up kind of like building around this lake here, this little pond. We got 4 more kids coming, that's good. You always gotta keep an eye on the production of different resources to make sure it's still going up.
Very good. Now we have plastic and tools, things which are needed in some buildings for production. They are also important to be able to build more complex buildings in the first place.
I remember this.
The settlement is growing, and soon the supplies won't be sufficient anymore. More settlers consume more food and water, too. Build a fishery to support the foraging hut.
Yeah, I can say my food's starting to get low per minute. Got the ecology bonus too. Build that like right here. Would be in a good spot. I don't have any workers yet to add to it though. Gotta wait for the kids to grow up. Do a quick little speed up. 1. 2. There we go. Should be good for now. I'll bring our food production up. Yep. It's 54 production now. Need more wood production. Interesting. Oh, that's right, because it gets benefits from the ecology one too. Yeah, that's what I thought. So weird. Missing master builders. Oh, because there's no available free manpower. Interesting. There we go. Lack of storage capacity for water. Yeah, that's right. Got more water than we needed. Sorry about that. I muted my mic there. Now I'm wondering, like, where do I go from here with the tutorial? Because it's not, or with settlement, increase the settler capacity. logistics and access point enables raw material transfer between zone and vehicles. That's what this is right here. I've done what they've asked, so what's the point now? Like, what are they asking of me now? I don't know. So now we're producing more food than we need to. Water's actually going down. Enough of it now. Vents, assign water carriers. Okay, so that's what I need to do is for now.
Though the fishery is more effective than the foraging hut, it constantly uses up tools for its production. If there are no tools, then the fishery can't
follow
function.
the events.
Conversely, the fishery produces faster when tools are produced near it.
Alright, sorry. I was not listening to that. Though the fishery is more effective than the foraging hut, it constantly uses up tools for its production. There are no tools. Fishery can't function. Conversely, the fishery produces faster when tools are produced near it. Okay. So the idea is you can put a tool maker near the fishery to increase the amount of interconnectivity between building functionality is very impressive.
Now, we also need cloth to be able to set up more tents. Cloth is produced from fibers, and we have to grow them first. To do this, build a plantation in the vicinity of fertile soil. The only way you can create a field is on fertile soil.
Yep, I can do that. If fiber and natural laxative permit, for instance, work there 50%. I build it in the middle of it? No. Like off center, like this probably is the most efficient. I could be doing that wrong. I could need to build it off center, but don't know. I don't actually need this many water collectors. Just doing that because of the game wanting me to. We're full up on it. Food storage, there's no water storage, so free up some workers for us. Auto save. Plantation work. Gardener. Using the full amount of areas under cultivation, you generate the greatest possible output. Fiber.
Well done. Up till now, we can only grow fibers. But if we find more types of seeds, then we can cultivate them on the plantation too.
All information about the current settlement is here. This includes status. Yeah.
The fibers are crafted into cloth at a weaving mill. This requires water in addition to fibers, so make sure that sufficient supplies of water are always available.
That's why they want you to have the extra water gatherers at this point.
Great! Now you can set up more tents for our settlers to create space for new inhabitants. This is necessary too, because we're going to need a lot of hard-working hands. Keep in mind to place the tents near the appropriate production buildings so that they can function more effectively.
Build 2 more shelters. Lack of resources. Oh, because I don't have the cloth yet. I'll be able to build it here in just a second. Speed up so we can build the other one quickly. I'm gonna do a couple social buildings here because I'm assuming coming up next soon will be like the use of social buildings. I'm kind of setting up this area here, this square, to be like a social area. Meter up. Add in another. Double the production there. Actually, water now. Water carrier goes up. Still losing water. It's not good. We actually reached the point where I think it's because of the cloth production rate. I sped it up with the extra weaver. Hey. Go.
Thanks to our joint efforts, our little settlement is soon not going to be so little anymore. If the population increases, then the settlement's supply situation has to grow too. Apart from the jetty, you can also build wells that can pump water out of wet, swampy marsh soil.
What a weird thing to like force me to have to do though. There's only 2 spots of swamp soil and they're both like ways away from the settlement for now. But hey, game wants us to progress. It wants to throw one down for the there it is. Throw one down for now. That won't be too hard to expand over to there. Got a lot of research stuff.
The supply situation is stable. Soon our depots will be filled to the brim.
Yeah, they're already pretty much full.
When the depots are full, you have to increase their capacity. There is a depot for water, one for food, and
Okay.
one for all other materials. Place depots near your production sites so that they can produce quickly.
Logistics. Like a cistern you'd want to place near here. Interesting. Production depot. The fact that all the buildings are like slightly different in sizes does tilt me a little bit, but all good. That'll be within range of 2 of these production buildings. And material deposit, just hang out right here. Go. It's just one of each of the depots. Won't be built until we have another kid grow up, though. There we go.
Each depot increases the maximum number of resources that can be stockpiled at a settlement.
Doubles
When your
it.
depots are full,
Not
buildings
quite.
cannot
Doubles
produce
water.
any further.
Doesn't quite double food. That goes up to 350 though. Oh.
Besides the short distance to a depot, good availability is important for production buildings. A production site produces more effectively when it is connected to the town center by a road.
And to build roads.
Super! The more buildings you connect via your road network, the more stable the production at your settlement is going to be able to run. When our economy thrives, it uses up more resources too. Luckily, we're able to have our wood grow back again. We have the tree nursery for that.
So this is how you keep trees from dying. You gotta put it right here next to the lumber camp. The idea is that it'll reproduce, like they'll regrow trees as they get cut down. So I want to do it like here, north of this area. It'll require cutting down some trees, but it'll also give us this nice overlapped zone where we're going to be growing a lot more trees. Keep the tree area up. I put it slightly over because the radius is different. Yeah. They'll fill in this area with trees for now. Go.
Awesome. The tree nursery will plant trees within its work area that can be used again by the woodcutting lodge. That way, we create a healthy loop.
The needles of the Geiger counters begin to swing hotter. A sharp increase in radiation is going to occur soon. We should start to get sufficient protective clothing ready.
Oh no! I had hoped we'd have more time. Now we have to act fast. We need protective clothing to shield us against radiation. For the first component of a complete set of equipment, we need coal.
Okay. Need to build a charcoal kiln. This is one of those structures you gotta build away, see how it makes most people like unhappy. So it's one that you gotta kinda like build away from the settlement to avoid the unhappiness effect, but I don't quite understand the radius of it is. Like, geez, anything in screen like just does not like the idea of this place. I guess it doesn't matter too much. And build it over for now.
Coal is made from wood. When wood gets scarce, assign more settlers to the woodcutting lodge, or build a second one.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
The tailor shop can make protective masks out of coal and cloth. They ought to be sufficient at first. Our settlement already produces cloth, and you have just taken care of getting coal.
Okay. I need to produce more. Tailor shop, assign it to tailor. So this one actually is benefits from the social. Notice they've got me again. Give me another heart attack.
Good. The protective clothing is truly a blessing. It is issued to the settlers automatically. If a settlement is contaminated and our settlers are unprotected, that can mean the end of the settlement.
Our fears have been confirmed. The radiation levels are rising sharply.
Not good. The remaining 12 minutes, so radioactivity is increasing faster.
The higher the radiation level in a zone, the better we have to protect our settlers. If the protective clothing is not sufficient at some point, the inhabitants' exposure to radiation rises. When the radiation exposure gets too high, our settlers will gradually die of it. Even if the protection is sufficient at first, we should also prepare ourselves soon against potentially stronger radiation. Regardless of whether due to radiation, a poor supply situation, or simply getting too old, sooner or later, we have to say farewell to every settler. We need a place where we can lay the dead to rest.
Graveyard time. Society building too. That's interesting. Set it like right here. You guys think? Looks like it has to go this way. Assign soil to it. We gotta assign an undertaker. Like I think that's a bad use of a person early on to get them as an undertaker so quickly. On build a graveyard, thank you. Graveyard plot for now is gonna be right
Thanks
there.
a lot. Now we have a place to mourn and commemorate those who had to come and go before our time. I think we've put down roots here and can start to upgrade the settlement further. We need sturdy building material to do that. We ought to fire bricks, and to do that, we need clay. We're not able to extract clay just like that yet. For some advanced technologies, we lack the necessary know-how. We have to accumulate that knowledge first.
Okay.
To be able to perform research, first, you have to track down ancient knowledge in the wasteland. The thing is, you can start an expedition at some of the ruins there. If you've examined the ruin thoroughly enough, you receive one or more knowledge points. But not every site can be explored this way. At some of them, there are merely some resources to be gathered. So to obtain knowledge, we need a ruin we can explore with an expedition.
Send a vehicle to collect knowledge point at a route.
Engine running.
How do I move resources to the Pathfinder? Vehicle menu. Pathfinder. Swampy. Just terrain. Gotta send it out.
New instructions.
Hey. I want to get it to room, so we're gonna have to head out
Got
towards,
it.
like the room. Where's he going? it to the...
Let's go. Let's go. Where are we going?
We're going this way. Find a place where we can... expedition.
Let's go. Got it? Got it?
That scrap there.
On my way. On my way.
Expedition.
This country house is still in good shape. We ought to take a look around and see if we find anything useful here. I'll do it.
Interesting.
It won't work. That worked.
Point received. Nice.
I'm in. I'll do it.
Our explorers have extensively explored this ruin and consequently received 1 knowledge point. We can also use that point to research the kinds of technologies that require knowledge points.
New instructions?
To be able to research a technology also means that our settlement branches need to be far enough advanced. Build additional buildings which are allocated to the branch in order to make progress at that branch. But when it comes to researching the clay pit, our settlement ought to have made sufficient progress.
Okay, tutorial access points. Below the map, there are various access points to certain full-screen windows, such as transportation routes or research. So we are here, and economy-wise... Okay. Research the pit.
Great! We can build clay pits with that. Our settlers will have to visit unfamiliar places in the future as well in order to accumulate sufficient knowledge for more research. It might even be that now is a good time to explore some more ruins. Whatever you say.
All clear. All clear.
Clay is mined at a clay pit, which has to be placed at a clay deposit. If there is no clay deposit, then you can't obtain any clay in that zone either.
All clear.
Okay. We know there's clay here. It's where we have to build a clay pit. Right here is the idea. Wait, what? Missing resource deposit, bad ground type. Is that not where I'm supposed to build it? Am I supposed to just build it right here? What's this showing then? What is this land? That was weird. Where's my vehicle?
New instructions?
There it is.
Let's go. Got it? All clear.
It's the edge of the map right there.
All clear.
Surprised at how few like expedition places I found so far. I get it. It's a big map. There's gonna be plenty of them,
All
I'm
clear.
sure, but I think they'd be a little bit more common than the loot run. Allow them to be right
On my way. Got it?
Still not building the clay pit. Working on it.
I'm at the wheel. On my way. Let's go.
This area looks promising. Aha, expedition spots. We
On
got two
my
of
way.
them here.
An old depot. We should take a look around inside. Maybe we'll find something useful we can take with us.
Thing.
Let's go! On the road! I'll do it. Let's go!
It's a knowledge point for us. I want to get up there. Box
On the
up top,
road.
so we got to kind of cross up. There's also shells here. We
Let's go!
can still search as well.
Maybe we can get to the other building somehow from here. Let's go! Maybe we can get to the other building somehow from here.
And how to.
This old safe can't be cracked without substantial effort. A truly lucky find. This species of plant seeds is unknown to us. We'll take them with us. We'll pack it.
Got new plant species. So glass and copper here as well. Pretty cool.
Let's go.
How do I get across that one way? Can I take...
On the road.
something and put it there? Not sure how to get to this other side from here. I know that there's a crate still there. I want to get
On
it.
the road.
bottom support. Second.
I'll do it.
Don't know what I can.
Maybe we can get to the other building somehow from here.
Ow. Question.
I'm
This
in.
out here. I think it's these planks here, what it's gonna want me to use to cross.
It worked. On the road.
It's here.
It worked.
Sweet.
Looks interesting.
Right, that's 100%ed. Iron, huh? So we can only take certain resources, so we're gonna get rid of the scraps. We can take tools, iron tools, better than our current tools, and we'll go ahead and leave the scrap so that we can take copper, and we'll leave the wood so we can take the lead. There is one more building over
New
here.
instructions? Yes?
Expedition.
An old depot. We should take a look around inside. Maybe we'll find something useful we can take with us. Will do.
Plastic in this one. See if I gotta
This
break
old
open.
safe can't be cracked without substantial... These documents are very instructive. Our experts at
Contamination
home can
kits.
surely learn a thing or two from them.
Knowledge point. Well, we're
On the road!
got some medical items here. Vaccine. Is this from the medical plan? Damn. Already got full stacks. We'll take the decontamination kits. Any as we can take. Leave behind the regular tools so we can take the vaccines too. Alright, time to return home. I got stuff to drop off. Pickle?
I'm at the wheel.
Yes, you are. Need to head home. Still not built the clay pit.
Awesome. Clay is the basis for a completely new building material. Don't forget that the clay pit benefits from a connection to a road and to depots in the vicinity.
Need to build some more housing. We're getting another water source too. Okay, so this is the swamp. That's what it was showing me. Alright, so we're getting those well guys going. Need population first.
Now the newly obtained clay has to be fired into bricks. The brickworks does this. It's best if you place it near the clay pit.
There's the autosave. That's what I wanted to build right here. Gives us like more houses. It's 20 have. Need additional requirements must be fulfilled, so we need to research the perks. Get coal and clay to make. We need clay and coal before I can do the research. Interesting. Yeah, there goes our water going under. Add more people. Some of those people have to become water carriers, otherwise our water supply will run out. Also want more butters. They're doing a lot better than the nursery folks can handle, it looks like. So we're still waiting on the building, the ability to build this. What is it that I still need? Ah, the research for it, duh. Research the brickworks. We can build it. So add it tools now. So water's still positive at the moment. It's gonna go negative here in a second. So we'll put that guy on there. Food production's starting to get low. fishermen. Working on fixing the lumber production. Scrap's still doing good. Plastic's still doing alright. Cloth was higher production. We've got plenty of carbon masks, that's for sure. Tailors. Doing a good job producing those. We almost have enough for every citizen. Good, because the radiation message is out. So yeah, there's radiation. Production increases, the number of settlers increases. We do have the bus that came back, right?
New instructions?
Yeah, so how do I change good with settlement? No, should help. Hey, 50 settlers in one session. No, the game is still running there. Got some good radiation protection at the moment. And yeah, so it's coming along pretty nicely. The only thing we don't have good production of now is cloth for some reason. I didn't take away a weaver, so why did the cloth production just go down? Not quite sure what happened there. Now our turnover is way down for cloth production. I'm not sure why. Let's see here. Achievement increase in inventory stockpile of bricks. So let's get some bricks.
As you see, the brickworks begins to work right away when coal and clay are made available to it. The manufacturing of bricks needs a lot of manpower. But before you build new houses, bear in mind that, in addition to more water and food, more inhabitants need more protective clothing too. Creating a settlement is a complicated venture.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it? You're doing just fine. If I'm too fast for you or something goes wrong, then let me wait and take care of the survival of our settlement. Besides radiation, the health of a settlement can become a problem too. The more settlers, the faster a settlement's state of health can change. The first thing you ought to do is to build a swamp farm and grow herbs there.
Okay. Alright, so that is our time for today, guys. Where this one is a demo for early access, and there's still a lot of development to go on with the game. We will definitely be doing a second look video of this game as it progresses. I do want to keep an eye on this. I enjoyed Endzone 1 so far. I'm finding Endzone 2 much easier to understand and more interesting in the way that you develop the settlement with like the 3 different types of housings that contribute to the different styles of research, setting up of transportation routes. The reason for that is that what it is each map actually has 3 different zones where you can have settlements set up. And the idea is you're supposed to set up those, have 3 separate villages instead of just one large one. And you have to set up transportation or trade between them and get that functional, because each zone is going to have unique resources as well. Yeah, this is pretty cool so far. Need more tools and brick to be able to do the swamp farm. So I'm gonna have to wait until I can build up some brick before that. Yeah, doing the resourcing management's a lot of fun. It's like we're gonna need water again, which is wild. We have to do another water carrier dock here, at least for now. Might do one at one of my other ponds instead, though. Maybe down here, set up a water carrier and connect the roads there for them. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. I hope you had a fantastic time getting an early look at Endzone 2. This video should be dropping during Steam Next Fest, where the demo is available for you guys as well. So be sure to check it out. Add this game to your wish list if you enjoy this style like I do. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.